Imagine you're a video editor and a vlogging client hands you 12 hours worth of footage and asks you to tell a story about paying the electric bill. Now, where would you start with that story? Would you start with the motion graphics? Would you start with maybe figuring out the hero's journey of this thing? Would you start with maybe sound effects or what music you're going to add into the edit? Heck, what transitions you're going to use to go from one clip to another? Whatever it is, all of those things, while enhancing an edit, yes, are not what help tell a story. What actually helps tell a story are these 4 simple steps that we're going to walk through today. And you're going to want to stick around because step number 4 only matters if you do step 1 through 3. So let's dive into step number 1. Step number 1 is the hook. A hook is how you pull your viewer into the story. A good hook actually makes the viewer feel like they are a part of what is happening. The hook of this video was to have you imagine yourself as a video editor. Hopefully you are, right? But you're working specifically for a vlogging client who just hands you a ton of footage. Now you have to make a story out of that footage. Every new video editor has been there, and every new video editor has wondered, what am I supposed to do? You can really center in and start making engaging videos by first focusing on the hook, because the hook of what pulls users into a story is the most important thing before any graphics, titles, or any of that kind of stuff, right? Like the hook is what's going to draw your viewer in. So focus on your hook in that first 5 to 10 seconds to reel your viewer into the story before you focus on anything else. Step number 2 is problem. All great stories have a problem to be overcome. The original Star Wars movie, Luke had to go save the princess, was the problem that had to be overcome. In Lord of the Rings, Frodo has to take the ring to Mordor, right? All great stories have a simple problem that they have to overcome. Now, they'll encounter obstacles along the way and problems along the way, and we're going to talk about those here in just a moment. But the initial problem is what sets the story off on a grandiose adventure. A video about a vlogger who is trying to pay his electric bill but doesn't encounter problems is kind of a boring video. He's just gonna log onto his phone and do it. But a video editor who has a problem that is exasperated by our surrounding circumstances, now that's where you get into a great video. Which brings us into step number 3, conflict. Your story needs conflict for there to be resolution. The conflict in this video is, hey, you want to be a video editor who figures out how to create great stories, but you just don't know how. And maybe you have a client who's really difficult, who's not great at script writing, and is just handing you a bunch of footage and going, make something from my Minecraft footage. That would be so incredibly frustrating. But every new video editor has had a client like that, so don't feel down and out. Instead, use it as an opportunity to figure out how to tell an engaging story and view it as your own problem to overcome, because problems that are overcome make great stories. Then step number 4 is resolution. Every story needs a satisfying resolution. The vlogger needs to pay his electric bill. Frodo needs to destroy the ring. Luke needs to save Leia. All those resolutions have to happen to help create an engaging, masterful story. And you as a video editor have to learn how to take a video from hook to resolution and empower that story all the way through it by capsating on the problem, helping the conflict be escalated and feel the tension within it, and then finding a satisfying resolution throughout it. That's what makes a great video, and that's what makes a great story. You know what also makes a great video editor? Video editors keep learning, which you can do by clicking the video right here.